The clock is ticking for a San Jose business owner who has to pack up and find a new location to make room for a future BART station. The Silicon Valley BART extension plan has been in the works for a quarter century, with construction finally underway on the second phase. So this phase involves adding a 6-mile stretch with 4 new stations in San Jose and Santa Clara. The first of those new stations is right off 101 in San Jose's Little Portugal neighborhood. That's also the home of Silicon Valley Granite, which is losing its land through eminent domain. The owner hasn't left yet, but not because he's holding out. He told our John Ramos that relocating his merchandise presents some unique challenges.
When most retail stores lose their lease and have to move, they can just back a couple of trucks up and load the inventory into it. But what happens when the items you sell can weigh thousands of pounds each? That's the dilemma facing one San Jose businessman. The items that retail businesses keep in stock are considered a hard asset, but Sridhar Kolareddy's are harder than most.
They're all granite slabs, then granite monument, those are the monuments. I have that side is everything is tiles.
Welcome to Silicon Valley Granite, a 3-acre supermarket with 7,000 stone slabs, thousands of polished monuments, and about 500,000 tiles, imported from around the world over the last 30 years.
I moved to this country in 1998. I have been doing this all my life. That's my passion, that's my livelihood, that's what I do all my life. I don't know anything else.
The problem is the business sits in the middle of a block that has been taken through eminent domain by VTA to make room for the future Little Portugal BART station. The other tenants have already packed up and left, but for Kolareddy, it's not that simple.
Each one of these slabs can be hundreds, if not like over 1,000 pounds. Moving it requires very special skill, specialized equipment. It's impossible to move this in any sort of short time frame.
The business was notified that it would have to move several years ago, but Kolareddy's son said they tried to find another location that can handle the material without success. There have been several extensions, but now VTA has lost its patience, and last week a judge ordered the business to vacate. The deadline is Thursday morning, and anything left in the yard would be considered abandoned material and becomes the property of VTA. That would be millions of dollars worth of stone.
Right now, this is literally just a last-ditch effort to save my dad's livelihood.
Family and friends and extra work crews are moving material out as quickly as they can, but so far only about 5% has been relocated. Kolareddy's daughter, Anisha, says with each item requiring a forklift to move, they never figured they could be the victim of retail theft. But that's how it feels to them now.
You don't think that someone can steal thousands of pounds of marble and granite and stuff. You would think it's impossible, but it feels like it's being all lifted. All his life savings, 401k, everything gone in 2 days.
The Kolareddys are asking VTA to compensate them for the entire inventory, or at least give them a few months to move what they won't purchase. But at least for now, VTA says it's done talking, and they need to be out by Thursday. Kolareddy says he never thought such a thing was possible when he moved to America.
I mean, they're stealing me. Whatever I made for a whole life, they're just stealing me overnight. I'll be left with zero. I'll be thrown on the street. It is totally injustice. It is, I mean, basically they're, it's like stealing somebody's money, somebody's life.
The Kolareddys say they're not against the new BART station and they don't mind moving, but for them, it's not so easy. And they say convincing VTA of that has been like running into a stone wall.
The business owner says he is looking for another location to downsize, but one consultant estimated that moving all that material could take 5 months and cost $1.5 million. We reached out to VTA. The agency did not want to go on camera, but told us, in part, quote, the business owner was given 2 separate deadlines beginning almost 2 years in advance and chose not to leave the property or file for relocation reimbursement.